Hello dear students, welcome all of you to my class. Today we will start chapter 9 history, and that is life in towns and villages. In this chapter we are going to talk about some topics like the second phase of urbanization, growth of towns and cities, flourishing of agriculture, trade and commerce, case study about Mathura, Araikumedu and Kabari Pattanam. Large-scale agricultural production, growth of crafts, and increased trade and commerce lead to emergence of new towns and cities. People started living a city life. The rise of city and urban life is called urbanization. India's first urbanization took place during the time of Harappan civilization. But the second time that urbanization took place in India was around 6th century BC, and it is called the age of second urbanization. Some important towns of this period were Vaishali, Ujjaini, then after Kaushambi, Ayodhya, Rajgira, Pataliputra, Varanasi, Sravasti, Bodh Gaya, Arikamedu, and Kaviripattanam were one of this. Flourishing villages. The rapid rise in agricultural production and crops lead to surplus production. This surplus in villages was supplied to towns. So many towns could not have been existed without the support and backup from prosperous villages which produce surplus food grains to supply food to the growing number of towns and cities. The discovery of iron tools led to rapid rise in agricultural production. It made it easier to bring more land under cultivation by clearing forest. The use of iron plowshare made it possible to dig deep in those areas where the soil was fertile. It led to significant rise in agricultural production, first in North India and then in South India. Apart from better and stronger implements made of iron, agriculture also flourished due to the system of transplantation and improved method of irrigation by canals, wells and artificial lake. So the question is, what is the meaning of transplantation? An improved method of raising crops in which saplings are raised to transplant them in the field is called transplantation. और कोई जगह पे अगर कोई ट्रीज़ का सैपलिंग अच्छे से ग्रोन करके डेवलप करके अगर वही सैपलिंग को कोई और फील्ड पे उसको जाके अगर ट्रांसप्लांट करते हैं, इसको हम लोग बोलेंगे ट्रांसप्लांटेशन। इस पीरियड का मोस्ट एविडेंट फीचर्स था रिंग वेल। तो रिंग वेल क्या था? सो सेवरल हंड्रेड सेरेमिक रिंग्स प्लेस्ड वन ओवर अनदर एंड क्रिएट रिंग वेल्स। किसके लिए ज़रूरत था? रिंग वेल्स वर यूज टू टॉयलेट्स एंड ड्रेन्स एंड गार्बेज डम्प्स। Differences in village society. As per the Buddhist text, the village had rich landlords, जिसके पास बहुत सारे ज़मीन रहते हैं, एग्रीकल्चरल लैंड रहते हैं, इसको हम लोग बोलेंगे रिच लैंड लॉर्ड्स. स्मॉल peasants, small farmers and agricultural laborers are obviously were those who worked for rich landlords and small peasants. So obviously their economic status varied or differed greatly. There were artisans and craftsmen also present over there. In South India, Vallar, Uzavar and Adaimai, and North India, Grambhojaka, Grihapati and Karmakara were three distinct classes in the villages. जस्ट लाइक ऋग वैदिक एरा पे फर्स्ट जो कास्ट सिस्टम था वो था ब्राह्मण, देन आफ्टर क्षत्रिय, देन आफ्टर वैश्य एंड लास्ट पे था शूद्र. तो इन दिस टाइम द विलेज एरिया ऑल्सो डिवाइडेड इन साउथ इंडिया. फर्स्ट जो था, फर्स्ट ऊपर जो लेवल था वो वेल्डर, देन आफ्टर उजावर एंड लास्ट पे था अदैमय. इन नॉर्थ इंडिया पे ये थोड़ा सा अलग था, उस पर फर्स्ट आता था ग्राम भोजा का, देन आफ्टर गृहपति, देन आफ्टर कर्मकारा. Southern portion of India on that time, large landowners were called as Vellar, small farmers were called as Uzavar, and slaves or landless laborers are called as Adaimai. Okay, in northern India, the first village headman called as Grama Bhojaka. Okay, clear? And गृहपति कौन था? Obviously the Buddhist text के हिसाब से. So independent farmers cultivating their own plots of land in northern India called as Grihapatis or Gahapatis. Okay, and who were called as the Karmakara? The landless laborer or Dasa called as Karmakara.